I don't see it yet, but okay. Gotcha. Hey everybody, this is Troy Alexander, and I am excited tonight for an awesome show. This is Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. I am excited about this awesome show tonight. You are watching Hamilton Radio here in Robbinsville, New Jersey. Listen, we have an awesome show. We have an awesome guest that's about to come on shortly, but listen, I got a few things every week that we try to encourage you and lift you up and tell you about what our mission is about. Our mission is to inspire, for you to dream, to walk in your purpose and your destiny and take that step. Listen, we done been there, didn't know how to get there, but listen, we got people coming on the show every week to encourage you, to let you know that, listen, you can do this. It's not too hard. Listen, I've been in places where I didn't know how I was going to get over, but look, I got over, and so can you. This is an awesome show tonight. I'm excited about everything that's about to happen in your life because, listen, I told you before, this is show number 10. I didn't have a show 10 shows ago, but now I got my own show. Listen, I am here to encourage you and to uplift you and tell you, listen, you can do this and you can make it. I got one point of purpose that I want to share before we bring on our guests. I'm going to share some things with you. Every week we talk about I am declaration. This is not about hoping that you shall be and maybe you shall be, but listen, you have to open your mouth and declare that you're going to be whatever it is that you are destined to be. That means you might not see it right now, but say it right now. That is the power of opening your mouth and saying it because you believe, so shall it be. I got one more thing here to say. Point to purpose, number one. Keep your vision on your vision. You're going to see a whole lot of stuff along this journey, but you got to keep your focus and your mind and your walk aligned with where you plan to be. You might not see everything right now, but you got to see where you're about to be. I am telling you right now, you got to be strong and encouraged and know that, listen, it's going to happen for you. Might not happen the first year or the first day or the second day or the second time or the third time, but listen, you be persistent about your purpose. I'm going to say that again. Be persistent about your purpose because I'm telling you, you got to believe this. You got to know that something is going to happen differently than what happened yesterday. And if it don't happen then, it's going to happen the next day or the next day. I declare to you today, listen, declare it right now, whatever it is that you want to be, what you desire to be, what you are claiming to be. Open your mouth. We have a wonderful guest that's about to come on here. Listen, she went forth. She took that step. And we're here to encourage you to take that step. And if you fall down, it's all right. Just get back up again. It's all right. Everybody fall down sometime. But you have to learn how to encourage yourself sometime. But listen, I got one more thing. Make sure that you connect yourself with somebody that's on the move. Because it is important that you connect yourself with somebody that's going in the direction that you are. Don't connect yourself with somebody that's going backwards or going sideways, but connect yourself with somebody that's moving forward. Because then in those times where it gets a little difficult, they can pull you and you can pull them. Because we getting ready to go somewhere. Isn't that right, Ruben? Hamilton Radio is about to go somewhere. Listen, it's already at a place, but we getting ready to set ourselves up for something greater. I got this one thing, and I'm going to bring on this wonderful young lady. Listen, I went to a pageant about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Well, actually about a month ago now. But I brought my camera just to be a support to the people that were coordinating the pageant. I wasn't there to be the official photographer, but I went there to just be ready in case they needed me. So don't you know, I walked out the pageant. It was beautiful. It was awesome. International, you're not a miss list. I'm telling you, we're going to bring them on in a little bit. But listen, I brought my camera there, and I saw this mother was taking a picture of her daughter who had just won the crown with her phone. And I'm getting ready to leave out the building. So I just walked up to her and said, would you like me to take some pictures of your daughter? She said, oh, absolutely. So I began to take some pictures, and so much has come out of that. But let me tell you, the reason why I tell you that story is because you have to be ready. Whatever it is that you're expecting to something to take place, you got to make sure that you're ready for when the opportunity shows up, that you can walk in the door. I told you one time before, listen, when you get in the door, make sure you have a conversation with people that's in the room, because they try to go somewhere as well. So I'm encouraging you to hit. This show is here to be a support to you, to encourage you, to say, listen, you can do this. It didn't happen for a long time. I told you my testimony. I couldn't talk as a child. I stuttered horribly as a child. Didn't know how I was going to get a job, how I was going to live. But now I got a radio show. I'm here to encourage you to listen. Your yesterday is not for the rest of your life. It was then, and today we declare that there's change is going to happen. Listen, we're getting ready to happen. Listen, I'm going to ask her to come on. We have Mrs. CEYLONE GROOMS, who is here with us. She's coming on the radio station right now. And she, come on, yeah, come on. Listen, we're excited for you. That's right, we're going to clap for you. Listen, last week, she was Mrs. New Jersey All-Star United States 2018. This weekend, today, she comes on the show as Mrs. All-Star United States. She is the national,
yes,
the national queen of All-Star. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm excited that you are here today.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
We are blessed to have you more. And I'm just going to move your mic over just a little bit so they can see your face on that. That's the camera that we're looking at. So, so we are excited to have you. How, and I'm going to get, a little bit into your bio, but how does it feel to, you walked out as the New Jersey All-Star.
Yes.
And you came back as the United States All-Star. What does that feel like?
It feels incredible. I am incredibly blessed. I thank God for this opportunity.
Wow.
I went there and brought God with me.
Wow.
And God not only showed up, but he showed out.
Yes, he did. And guess what? He's not finished.
Yeah. Oh, not at all. Not at all.
He's not finished.
Not at all.
I don't know if they have a universe one or what, but she's going to win that one too. We declare it already. But what was the feeling like when they called your name? I mean, I can only imagine what that's like.
It was incredible. I will tell you, I did not expect it, because you go out there, you don't know what to expect. There was some wonderful women out there, very accomplished. Any one of them could have had this title. Wow. It was just a great experience. And so I stood there, and I knew that I brought all that I could. I knew that I did what I was sent there to do. Yes. So I said, what's going to happen is going to happen. Whatever it is God's will. And lo and behold, they called my name, and I was brought to tears.
Wow. Wow. Listen, everybody, I'm telling you, we are sitting next to royalty. You are watching royalty right now on Inspiration with Troy Alexander. Listen, I'm just so thankful that this is your first
appearance. Yes.
Appearance.
Yes.
This is your first appearance.
It is official. This is my very first appearance as Mrs. All-Star United States.
Who else could do that but God?
Hello.
I'm just saying, listen, this is my 10th show.
Wow, and congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. And I'm getting ready for show number 100.
Yes.
And I hope you come back.
I'll be back for show number 10,000.
Hey, listen. I'm telling you, she is speaking it into existence.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what we do.
Right.
That is the power of what we do. But the one thing that I love about you is that you said you went out there.
Yes.
And there's so many people that won't even take the chance to take that step. What do you say to them that to say, you know what, I just don't feel that I can do that? How do you go in front of an audience and present I'm just not there yet? What would you say to them?
Go for it. I did not know if I was there yet. Wow. I felt like, I had been feeling sick for the last couple of months and not feeling myself. And I said, I need to get myself back in shape. I need to start eating right. And I said, I'm going to use this as a goal to really expedite that goal of eating right and getting in shape. And I made that first step. I was most likely the oldest person there. And I was not the thinnest person there, which is sometimes the form of beauty pageants. But I did not let that deter me. I did not let that get in the way of my goal and my dream. I knew what I had within would shine through, and they would see that beauty. And I said, with God, anything is possible. So I said it's possible, and I'm going for it.
Yes, yes. And what I love about what you just said, you knew what was in you.
Yes, I knew what was within.
Yes. There is a power about knowing.
Yes, there is. There is.
And the one thing that this show, we've always tried to encourage every person of any age, but especially our youth, but anyone of any age, is that you have to know there's something more.
Yes.
And I'm always encouraging. Tell me a little bit about this journey, because even going from when did your pageantry, at what age did you begin this pageant journey? I
started pageantry when I was 19, and sometimes it seems young, but it's old in pageant world. You know, I have a daughter. She's already started competing. At 19, I started. I was a very shy young lady. I did not want to speak in front of people, and pageantry turned that around. I feel I can talk to anyone from anyone at any job to the president of the United States. I can talk to anybody.
Yes.
So and pageantry helped me with that. But so I did it for years, and then I stopped when I became married and started having kids, and I left that, behind. And unfortunately, in 2007, I lost my beautiful younger sister to cervical cancer. So I was devastated.
Wow,
Thank you. I was
wow,
devastated. And my husband said, "You're so sad. You need to do something to get you out of this funk." He said, "Why don't you do a pageant?" And I said, "How is that going to help?"
Wow.
But it did. I was forced to get on stage, and then I was around women who were like-minded, go-getters, people who pulled me up and out of that funk, and I started taking the steps toward my goal now. So I started back up again, and here I am sitting before you as Mrs. All-Star United States 2018.
Listen, we got to applaud that. I know you're applauding on Facebook and YouTube Live, and those that are listening in. Listen, listen, I don't want to ask your age, but I'm telling you.
You can. I'm not shy.
What age? What beautiful age are you?
I am 47 years young, my dear.
What? 47? Listen, I saw her coming through the parking lot, and I said, well, she can't be no more than 25,
Thank you. You're my new best friend.
And talking about, this is my son. I said, son.
Oh, and he's one of 4. I have 3 boys and 1 girl. Yes.
Listen, you are a true inspiration.
Thank you.
Because so many people would have allowed so many things to serve as a blockage and a barrier from you going forth. And you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, you said that your husband encouraged you.
He did.
Wow.
He did. He is my biggest cheerleader, the co-signer of my dreams, my biggest supporter. He is the person that when I feel like I'm down, he's the shoulders that I stand on.
Wow.
Definitely.
Wow. Now, does he go with you on these trips? Or?
Most of the time he does. He unfortunately could not go to this one because our second son, Elijah, who is 19 years old, has extreme special needs. He has a syndrome called Cornelia de Lange syndrome. And it affects his overall development. So he's compromised in what he can do. So we always need someone to be on position, on hand to make sure he's fine because, of course, family's first.
Awesome.
So he said, while you go out there and you do what God ordained you to do, I'm going to be here and do what God is telling me to do and take care of Elijah, make sure that he's okay so that you can be at peace and do what you have to do.
Wonderful. That is powerful. That is an awesome support system to have.
Oh, it is. It is.
That's an amazing support system to have. And the reason why I asked you that question, actually, because I was trying to make a point. And my point was, because I kind of figured that he didn't go this time.
Right.
And the point that I was trying to make is sometimes you have to go alone.
Yes.
But sometimes, again, there's things that you have to do without that person being next to you.
Right.
But knowing that they're still with you.
Absolutely, because I felt him every step of the way. Absolutely.
But listen, everybody, I need you to know that, listen, there is so much out there that's waiting for you, but you got to go get it.
You do.
You have to take that step and say, I want this now.
Absolutely. And prayer is
Yes.
prayer works, prayer strong.
Yes.
But God wants you to do the work also.
Yes.
God is not a genie.
Come on now.
God is like he's your father.
Yes.
Your father and mother cannot do it for you. You have to do it. They can wish, they can hope, they
That's
can
right.
do everything. He will create miracles.
Come on now.
But he wants you to do the work.
Faith without
Hello.
works is dead. You got to do, listen, all that Mrs. CEYLONE Grooms is saying, you got to add some works to your faith.
Yes. You have to.
It's not going to just happen.
Right.
There's something that you have to do to get to the place where you want to get.
And the funny thing is, when you do the work,
Yes.
What you thought was the goal and dream,
Come on now.
will take you even further than your wildest imagination.
Come on now.
Because that's what God will do.
Yes.
God said, oh, you thought that your goal was here? Oh, no. Your goal is up as high as you could see and further.
No limits.
No limits. No limits.
No limits. And I'm so excited about that because it is so powerful when you put God before you.
Absolutely.
And there's a word that says, if God is for you, who can be against you?
Absolutely.
So listen, we are excited today. We are honored today. We have royalty in the house. Listen, if you want to call in and ask a question to this wonderful, amazing queen, listen, call 609-807-2492. That's 609-807-2492. We are on Hamilton Radio. I am, again, so honored.
Oh, thank you. And I'm honored to be here, honestly.
Because listen, she could have said, listen, I am Mrs. United States. And I got other stuff to do other than coming to Robertsville, New Jersey.
No, Robertsville was going to be my first stop.
To be on Inspiration with Troy. But I am honored.
Because inspiration is what I'm all about.
Yes.
Inspiration is what my platform, in pageants, you have to have a platform. And that's something that you advocate, something that you work for. My platform happens to be the Esther Project. My very good girlfriend, the Reverend Tiffany Williams, started this initiative around 10 years ago. Okay. And she said, I want to start a women's empowerment circle where we are accountable to each other. Wow. And her inspiration was the biblical Esther. Wow. The Queen of Queens.
Wow.
And she said, because that woman who had a passion and wanted to be queen ended up living out her purpose that God intended. Wow. And that's what I want for all women. So inspiration, passion, purpose, what you are about here is what we're about at the Esther Project.
I love it. Listen to everybody. I'm sitting next to her. Today's Esther.
Yes.
I'm sitting next to
a modern day Esther.
A modern day Esther is who I'm sitting next to. And I'm telling you, you are such an inspiration. And I know that this show, and I know even your journey up until this point, has inspired so many. But I know that you had to face a lot of challenges.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you share some with us that you've had to face? Because what everybody needs to know is nobody just doesn't show up.
Oh, no.
And get crowned. Oh, no. Nobody just show up and have a show. Nobody just don't show up and be on the top of wherever they or just be in the game.
Right.
But tell me some of the challenges that you've had to face, and then because somebody needs to know, how did you get across?
Well, I'll tell you, first of all, I started doing modeling when I was very, very young. But, of course, I am not 6 feet tall. I am not a size 0. So people said to me, this is not going to be for you. You will not be on the cover of magazines. Wow. You will not get big jobs. You're too short. You are not. I was thinner growing up, so that wasn't a big issue. You're also a woman of color, and that's going to be difficult. I said, who are you talking to? I am a child of God.
All right.
I can do whatever I want. And my mom said I can do whatever I want. Right. And I went for it. So I started going to auditions. And, of course, there were no no's. So many no's. But there was one yes. I sent my picture to a magazine at the time called Sassy Magazine, which at the time was equivalent to 17 Magazine, which is still very, very popular.
Yes.
And I sent my picture every week. I had my sister take a picture of me every week. I said I'm going to bombard them with pictures. And one day I got a call, and they said, we would like you to come in and test shoot.
Wow.
And I test shot for the magazine. They never, at the time, to my knowledge, had a black woman on the cover. They had black people in the book, but not on the cover.
Right.
So we shot for the magazine. They said, okay, this will be in the spread. Then they called me back after the shoot. And that's also a testament to being professional
Yes,
and on your game when
yes.
you have your opportunity.
That's right. That's
I
right.
went to the shoot, did well. They called me back. I shot with another young lady test shooting for the cover. I said, well, she is a Caucasian woman, so they'll probably give it to her, which I understand, or they'll give it to the two of us and let us share the cover. They didn't tell me. I walked 3 months later. I'm in New York City, Times Square train station, walk past the magazine rack and see my big face on the cover of Sassy magazine.
All right now.
And
Yes.
I said, wow, I could not believe it. So all those no's,
Yes.
what if I allowed those no's
That's right.
to dictate how I was going to proceed with
Come on
my
now.
goals and dreams?
Come on.
I would not have landed that cover.
That's right.
That cover opened so many doors.
Wow.
I was able to do so much. And even up until today, when people say, oh, you're a certain age, you're not going to be on a runway, you're a certain height, you cannot be on the runway, I have proved them wrong time and time again.
Yes, you have. Yes, and you are continuing to do so.
Right.
Listen, this is about being a living testament
Right.
of what God can do, but also what you can do through God.
Absolutely.
Because listen, one thing that I love about what you said was that you kept sending, or you or your sister kept sending the photo over.
Absolutely.
And
Over and over and over.
And listen, I keep telling people, knock on the door. Nobody open, go back and knock on the door.
And don't allow
Yes.
your height, age, weight,
Right.
color, anything to tell you can't go for your goal and dream. There's room for everyone. We are all beautiful.
Everybody.
Black, white,
That's right.
Indian, Asian. We are all beautiful.
Right.
And we have to be represented. And we have to know representation means showing up. How are you going to be represented if you're not showing up?
Come on now.
That we like to say, oh, well, they didn't pick a black girl to win. Did the black girls show up? Sometimes they do, and sometimes it doesn't happen. But we also have to be honest. We have to show up.
Got to show up. Everybody, you got to show up. Listen.
We have to show up.
And not only show up, but be ready.
Yes.
Be ready. You got to be ready to walk through the door. Listen, so that means you got to bring your backpack, bring your notebook, bring your pens, whatever you got to bring with you. Be ready so when the door opens, you can say, I'm ready to go in.
Yes.
Don't be like, oh, no, let me go I forgot. No, don't forget nothing.
No.
Be ready. And I told you before, when I went to that event, I was ready. I had my camera. Listen, if I didn't take no pictures, I was ready.
And now I see you on Facebook all the time that you're going to be at an event with your camera. So, yeah, you was ready.
Yes, I was ready. So the power of being ready, because there's a power called expectation.
Absolutely.
There's a power of expecting that something is going to happen because when you begin, listen, I can have all the ingredients I want, but unless I put them together and stir them, it's not going to turn out to what I need it to be. You have to move in this. And I'm so excited because you are a example to so many.
Thank you.
Both men and women.
Thank you.
To say, listen, you can be whatever it is that it's not about your height.
No.
Listen, they may have requirements, they may have expectations, but listen, you got to go beyond that.
Absolutely.
And show them that, listen, what they're going to miss out.
Right.
And you stepped up and you took that step.
Right.
And this is what this show is all about. It's about taking that step. Now, you talked about modeling.
Yes.
Listen, I'm gonna find that magazine. I gotta find that magazine, everybody, and I gotta get her to sign it. I don't know where I'm gonna find it. Some archives or
You'll
whatever
find
it is. Sassy, listen, I need you to send me a copy of the magazine so I can show it on our show, and I get her to come back and sign my listen, I need you. Listen. I'm so excited.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm actually humbled that you felt worthy enough to come on our show and to share with everybody that's listening and watching live to encourage them. So I'm thankful.
Because this is important. This is important. It's an important message.
Yes.
This is an important
Yes.
show. What you're doing is monumental for so many. There's somebody listening tonight that said, I have a dream, I have a goal. I thought I couldn't do it. Now I'm going to take that step.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee it.
I love it. I love it. Listen, She's wearing a crown, but her crown is her heart. Listen, I'm telling you, it is awesome and amazing. And listen, she is Mrs. All-Star United States 2018, the first day after you got back.
I got back yesterday. Yes.
Now,
So I was crowned Saturday, had a photo shoot Sunday, first appearance Monday.
Listen, well, you know what you have to do for me, right?
What is that?
Photo shoot.
Oh, absolutely. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
See, I'm talking about.
I'm ready. You got to ask. Ask and you shall receive.
Listen, ask. I'm telling you, you never know what happened unless you ask somebody.
Right.
Open your mouth. You have to open, and I declare it every day. We have a segment on this show called I Am Declarations.
Wow.
And of course, we have a thing that we post every morning on Facebook called Project I Am, and it's about declaring what is. Mm-hmm. It may not be right now, but I've already said it. Listen, I'm going to be a billionaire. I'm going to have buildings to support youth and families to encourage them and uplift them. I'm going to have projects. Listen, it's all about declaring things.
Yes.
Putting stuff in the atmosphere, because somebody's going to hear what you got to say.
Yes.
And that might be just that one. That's the one that's got what you need.
Absolutely.
So I am so thankful. And you talked about your modeling. I read in your bio that you talked about you're also a makeup artist.
I am. Yes, I am.
Did you do your own makeup tonight?
Of course I did.
Listen, everybody, take a look. Take a look at this wonderful artistry. If you need a makeup artist, I'm
here.
Listen, you got to tell before the show is over, how can the people find you? So maybe we have to give some thought, but tell us, how can they find you? Is there like a website?
Yes, I have a website at salonbooth.com. You can also find me on all forms of social media, Salon Booth Grooms. And I would love it if the listeners will follow us at the Miss All-Star United States Facebook page and Instagram page. The Instagram page is All-Star United States Pageants, and there's also a Mrs. and a Miss and a Teen All-Star United States Instagram page. And please follow us.
Please support.
Because we need support. That pageant was such a wonderful experience. Wow. Just so great. The director, Tammy Johns, does an excellent job. Encouraging, inspiring. She promotes empowerment.
Wonderful.
I want to see this organization grow, and we're going to all be here together to do it.
Yes. Listen, I told Ruben and Monk, all the owners of this show, I said, listen, we're going to grow together, we're going to cry together, and we're going to get there together.
Absolutely.
I've already declared it. This Hamilton radio is already expanding.
Yes.
I mean, next door, behind, all over. Listen, it's not going to be enough room for Hamilton radio.
Okay.
They're going to have multiple, I don't know, whatever. But listen, it's about expanding with expectation.
Yes.
As I move, as I get up every morning, there's an expectation.
A purpose,
that something is about to take place. And I love what you said about purpose, because everything that I do, I want to make sure that it's aligned with my purpose.
Absolutely, yes.
And my purpose has been to inspire, to encourage, to uplift. And I know that every test that I've gone through has been for a purpose to encourage somebody else. Again, I talked about my speech, and I talked about the different challenges that I've had. I remember days when I didn't know where my next meal was coming from.
Wow, yeah.
So I'm here to be an encouragement. Listen, I didn't go to school for this. I didn't go to school for broadcasting, but I have my own show now.
Right.
I didn't go to school for photography, but now I'm the director of photography for New York Fashion Week. Listen, all I'm saying is that you can do this. It's possible. I need to know, Mrs. Booth Grooms, what inspires you? Because all of us need something that helps. Because I know at times, it's tough. You're gonna face some difficult things, but what keeps you motivated?
My family. My family keeps me motivated. My very good friends keep me motivated. They see things in me that sometimes I don't see in myself, and they remind me of my passion and my purpose. I look at my daughter and I say, I see so many great things in her. Wow. And if she's going to be great, she has to have a great example.
Yes.
So I try to be that great example for her and go after what I want to go after what I need to go after, do the things that I need and want to do so that she knows that she can do the same. And with doing that, I like to lift as I climb. As I'm going for my goals, I want to help others up too. I got that saying from a very good friend of mine named Donna Lynn,
Yes.
and she is a motivational speaker.
Yes.
She started a wonderful organization called Kick Cancer Overboard, where she helps cancer-affected families go on a free cruise.
Wow.
And people like her, people like the Reverend Tiffany Williams, who started the Esther Project, people like the director of All Star United States, Tammy Johns. These are the women whose shoulders I stand on.
Awesome.
And go for my goals. They inspire me.
I love it. I love it. Listen, she just talked about several women that have inspired her and encouraged her. And I've always encouraged everybody that I've met through our journey is to make sure that you connect yourself with somebody that's going to lift you up. Somebody that's going to encourage you. Somebody that's going to tell you the truth. Somebody that's going to speak into you.
Right.
And that's all that I've tried to do all my life. That's all that I will continue to do, is to speak life where there is no life, where there's no hope, where people feel like I can't make it, I can't get over. There's too many barriers.
Right.
But you got to believe that change is going to happen.
Yes.
You got to believe that something's going to happen differently. And so I love how you connect yourself with people that are aspiring even greater.
Yes.
And that's a powerful move. That's a powerful decision to make, is to connect yourself, because so many are in families and environments that don't have that support.
Right.
And so I've said before, listen, this show, Inspiration with Troy Alexander, it's about encouraging you, to uplift you, to let you know, listen, your dreams can come true. And listen, I need to ask you, because you have accomplished so much. You know, I've read your bio, and, you know, from being a makeup artist to a motivational speaker to now the reigning Mrs. All-Star United States.
I love the sounds of that. I love the sounds of that.
You have appeared on film and TV, fashion, runways, print, and you continue to aspire. Do you have any further dreams?
Oh, of course. I have a multitude of dreams.
She said, of course. It wasn't even a hesitation. It wasn't like, no, yes, I do. What are they? Can you share something with us?
I want to have my own show that's motivating women. The Esther Project, we work on helping women find their passion and purpose.
Yes.
We would love to have a show where we inspire women, give them makeovers. I had the opportunity to appear on a show called MTV's Made years ago, where we helped a young lady reach a goal and a dream. We gave her a makeover, an outer makeover. So we want to do something like that, circled around the Esther Project. So that's one of my goals and dreams. And another big goal and dream is to expand the Esther Project. And what I want to do in particular is work with you ladies in that age of 18 to, I'd say, 25, where that's the key time, where sometimes we come from the comfort of our homes and the comfort of our families, and we go into the real world, and sometimes that real world has a tendency to knock you over and knock you down. I want to reach those women so that they can have in them the inspiration, the goals, the dreams, the encouragement, and the empowerment to keep going, to do better, to live out their goals and dreams. So I'm calling all young women to action.
All right.
I'm saying, ladies, if you're between the ages of 18 and 25, look me up.
All right.
Let's do this. Let's work together at this very, very crucial age so we can help each other, so we can also pour into one another and continue that circle of empowerment.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to applaud that real quick, just for a moment there, all right? Listen, Ruben and Mark, are you in the room, Ruben? Listen, the Mrs. All-Star United States, she said one of her dreams was to have her own show.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you.
I feel like I'm in the right place for that to start happening. So I said, let me put it in the air.
Put it in the air. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, and
okay.
what I'm excited was that
my resume is on the table. Okay.
Listen, we had another young lady that came on our show, and she has her own show now.
Okay.
She's a teenager.
Okay.
And her show is going to begin the first week of next month. So all I'm saying, Ruben and Monk, she said she want her own show. That's her dream.
So I'm going to follow the footsteps of that teenager.
Hey, listen. I'm telling you, I'm going to fill up your station, Ruben and Monk. I'm bringing everybody with me, because we're going to uplift.
And it's going to be all about motivation, empowerment, and all that great stuff
that's
pouring into the world.
Come on, everybody. Listen, I'm so excited. I'm excited for your new show. Everybody, listen. follow this young lady because I'm telling
Please
you,
do.
her new show is about to start.
And you want to be on, and you want to be right in the beginning where it all begins, right?
Listen, everybody, listen. If you're between 18 and 25,
Yes, and that's, I mean, anybody, of course, but
Right,
that's
right.
that's the demographic that I'm trying to reach in terms of my initiative to empower and inspire the young generation so that we could do better. We need to do better. I see some things on social media that I said, oh, we need to do better. So I want to get the girls at that age.
I love it.
And I know so many young, wonderful young women in that age range. Our current, in the pageant system that I'm in, there is a Miss All-Star United States, and there is a Teen All-Star United States. And both of those young ladies are wonderful, motivating, community service oriented women who are dynamos and are going to do big things. I want that trend to continue.
I love it. I love it. Everybody, listen. I'm telling you, this is Inspiration with Troy Alexander. We on Hamilton Radio here in Robbinsville, New Jersey. Listen, you can even download the app Hamilton Radio 3.0 and click on Hamilton Radio number 2 and listen to the show every Monday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is Hamilton Radio. I'm excited about this wonderful opportunity. If you have a question for myself, listen, you still got time. It's 609-807-2492 or the wonderful Mrs. All-Star United States, Salon Booth Groom. Listen, you can call in right now, ask her a question live on the show. Listen, and the one thing that I love about, and we've always encouraged about taking advantage of opportunity.
Absolutely.
It's about those who are watching live, both on Facebook and YouTube and listening on Hamilton Radio. Listen, this is an opportunity now. They can call in and ask you a question. They can call in and ask me a question. I had somebody say, you know, Troy, I really want to, but I'm so nervous about being on the radio. And to get over that hurdle is so powerful.
It is.
Yes.
Because sometimes that one step will allow you to know that you can do other things.
Yes.
And anything. Like, so do not be afraid. Definitely call. And I do want to take this opportunity to thank another dynamic woman that I know, who I know you know,
Yes.
Mrs. Evelyn McLeod.
Yes. Thank you, Evelyn.
Who introduced us.
Yes.
She is another wonderful community service, dynamo.
Yes,
Someone who
yes,
I
yes,
am
yes.
motivated and inspired by every day.
Love it.
And I just want to take that opportunity to thank her for this opportunity.
Yes. Thank you, Evelyn. I love you. Appreciate you.
Love you, my
are
queen.
awesome. Listen, it's about connection.
Yes.
And the one thing I want to just share this point of purpose really quick because it dawned on me while we were talking just now. I want everybody that's watching live and listening on just to raise your hand, right? And when you raise your hand, look at your hand. There's space in between your fingers. But if you bring your hand down and you bring your fist together, it makes your hand more powerful when they're connected because it's stronger. So I encourage you to connect yourself with people that are strong, people that are destined, people that have vision. Listen, you may only be able to see one step, but connect yourself with somebody that can see step 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Absolutely.
Because then it'll help your vision become clearer. Listen, and the one thing that I love about this show is the fact that, and what I've tried to do my entire life, whether it's trying to just share a word, or whether it's through the photography, or whether it's through the pageant little thing that we do on, or whatever it is the books that we've written, it's to encourage somebody who can't see, they can only but see so far, to say, you know what, you can go beyond.
Yes.
And you don't have to go by yourself.
Right.
I'm willing to go with you.
Right.
When I go to New York Fashion Week, I'm bringing people with me.
And I could come if
Yeah.
you.
Yes. I'm telling you, we are going places together.
Yes, and that's what it's all about.
Yes.
It's surrounding yourself with people, friends who are just like-minded, motivated, inspiring, that's going to pour life into you.
Yes.
I have very, very good girlfriends. Shout out Andrea. Shout out Danita. Who inspire me every day,
Awesome.
who call me every day
Wow.
to make sure that I'm on the right track, the right road, knowing what I have going on, knowing what I want to accomplish,
Yes.
who really pull me along. So I thank God for them.
Yes.
As
yes.
you know, I really, really do.
And what I found out too is that there is power in just one word. One word. it can be just that one moment that could change somebody's life
Yes.
forever.
Yes. Yes.
Forever. And I'm telling you, we are here and we are encouraging everybody. Listen, pick up that phone. I'm telling you, I know you want to call. Now they may, but listen, 609 again, 807-2492. We are encouraging. And listen, there's an opportunity. I've said this on shows before. We have chairs here. You can come and watch the show live.
That would be awesome. Yes.
You can watch the show live. Come, and I've said this that come to the show. You can talk to us after the show. You can talk to our guests after the show. You can talk to the producers after the show. If you want to get into media, this is a wonderful opportunity to come and be a part of something.
That's why I brought my son.
Yes.
Because he wants to get into media. He's very tech savvy, computer savvy. I said, you need to come down and see the radio station. There is a play, of course, that we all know in New York City called Hamilton.
Yes.
And
I haven't seen it, but I got to see it.
Yeah, I got to see it too.
Yes.
And in that play, there is a song called The Room Where It Happens. And people want to be in that room.
Wow.
This is the room where it happens. If you want to be in radio, if you want to be in television, if you want to see what goes on behind the scenes, come to the room where it happens.
Come to the room. I'm gonna have to take that one from you now.
Yes.
Come to the room.
Room where it happens.
This is
the room where it happens.
I am excited even to have your son here with us.
Hey, Anthony.
Anthony, let's give Anthony a hand. Listen, thank you for coming. Listen.
Oh, follow Anthony on that Tuesday channel.
There you go. Listen, thank you. Listen, man, we appreciate you coming to support your mom and to support the show. We thank you so much. We appreciate. Listen, connect yourself. This is what we're all about to do. Listen, I said before, if they can't see you, they can't find you.
Right.
Make yourself visible.
Yes.
Make yourself so that somebody can see what you're doing. I had somebody say, well, yeah, I want to be this. I said, well, where can I find you? No. I'm like, well, how can they find you if they can't see you?
Right.
Make yourself visible.
Right.
And all I try to do is to expose things that can be a light to somebody. Say, you can reach that. It's not about what you have. It's about what you're trying to get.
Yes.
And sometimes we limit ourselves by saying, I can't do that because I don't have the education. I don't have the degrees. I don't have the qualifications or the experience. I never did this before.
Right.
But now I'm doing it.
I once read, recently actually, someone said, someone is doing what you want to do.
Wow.
Oh, and they're doing it well because they believed in themselves, and that's it.
Yes.
Not because they're smarter,
That's
not
right.
because they have more money, not because they're better looking, not because of any other reason that they believed in themselves.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's what we have to do.
That's right. And listen, I said before, don't listen, I'm encouraging you, get your education. Because education is powerful. Knowledge is powerful. Listen, I would encourage anybody. I don't share it a lot on the show, but when I do motivational things, when I go out and share it at different events, yes, I'm blessed. I'm grateful. Have a bachelor's. I went to Rutgers. Have 2 master's degrees from there as well. Listen, I'm about education.
Right.
I'm about education. But all I got to listen. But all I'm saying to you is, oh, we got a caller. Okay. Hi, caller. Oh, got a call. Okay. That's good. Oh, you got to the show. Listen, you need Anthony over there. You need Anthony to be on your side. And go help out Ruben. Listen, I'm telling you, listen. But listen, education is powerful. Get your education. But what I'm saying to you is, don't limit yourself by what you have.
Right.
There is so much out there that is for us. And we got to be ready.
Yeah, you have to be ready. And education is a very powerful tool.
Yes.
In the Miss All-Star United States pageant, we are all about education.
Yes.
We are all about making sure that people, and even one of our title holders is going to be a lawyer. Okay. So she has to take a test. Is it a lawyer or a doctor? One of the two. But she has to take a test, a very important test, on the day where we have a photo shoot scheduled, and the director is going around circles making sure that her commitment to her education comes first. Wow. So I'm so proud that I stand with an organization that is all about education.
I love it. Listen, education is powerful. Listen, we encourage everybody, listen, but we are here to let you know that you can do this. And there are scholarships, opportunities out there for you. Listen, all I'm telling you is that we are all we've tried to be is an example
Yeah.
that things are possible. And I know you talked about God, and there's a scripture talking about with God all things are possible. There are no limitations.
None.
Whatever it is that you desire to be or desire to aspire to, my question is, why not? Why can't I be a billionaire? Why can't I? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why
Right.
can't I have that title? Why can't I be in that position?
Why not? Right.
Why can't you be the CEO?
Right.
But you have to declare it before you get there.
Yes.
And I encourage everybody, listen, write down on a paper, listen, declare what it is that you go, I am going to be whatever that is. You need to declare it, write it down and say over and over. Because I love it again. You kept sending that picture.
I sent it. They probably said if this woman sends another picture,
Listen,
let's put it in the magazine so we don't get more pictures.
That's right.
Yes, you knock on doors, bang
love it.
down if you want, if you need
love
to.
it.
Do what you have to do.
And then what'll happen is you'll be in position that you won't have to knock on no door. You can create your own door and let somebody in yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yes.
Listen,
absolutely.
create your own door so that you can open it up for somebody else and bring somebody else with you into the room.
Yes.
Into the room.
The room where it happens.
The room where it happens. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm telling you, inspiration with this is what we do every Monday from 8 to 9. We are excited about your future. I'm telling you, Mrs. CEYLONE Grooms, I'm excited about your future.
Thank you. And I'm excited too. I am. And I'm excited about your future.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited. When I come here for the 10,000th show,
Come on now.
I'm going to say I was here when it was 10.
Yes. And I'm just so grateful because it is about living in expectation.
Yes.
Living in expectation.
And surrounding yourself with people who believe in your
Yes.
expectation.
Yes.
You
I
don't
believe in
need
you. Come on.
doubters. You don't need haters.
No.
You don't need naysayers.
Right.
You don't need negative people.
No,
You need to be around people who believe in you.
I believe in you.
And I believe in you.
Thank you. And I believe in, and we believe in you. Listen, those who watch, and I've said this over and over, we believe in you. And we're not just saying words. Anybody that knows me
Right.
knows.
And me too, right.
Yes. Knows that, listen, we go beyond words. But and I've said this before, if you are committed to your purpose, I'll be committed to you. But you got to be committed to yourself first.
Yes.
You got to be committed to your purpose first. And I'm just so grateful. Again, I'm so thankful. And listen, we probably got about 10 minutes. And I know we've touched upon a number of things. Is there anything that you would want to share with those? I mean, this is your platform. The world is watching. The world is listening. What else would you say to someone? What else would you want to say to encourage and lift? Because you have said so much.
Thank you.
That has changed. That can change the world.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, what I would love to say is, we are here for a time, and it is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. This is showtime.
Wow.
And if this is showtime, wouldn't you want at the end of your days to say, I used all the talent that God gave me. I used all the knowledge that God gave me. I used all the creativity that God gave me. I did all that I was supposed to do. Because I truly feel that's what we're here for.
Yes.
We weren't all meant to cure cancer.
Right.
We weren't all meant to be Michael Jackson and to be the greatest entertainer. But we was all meant to do what we were put on this earth to do.
Yes.
So in order to do that, you have to know what you're good at.
Yes.
You have to believe it. You have to know yourself.
Yes.
You have to know yourself. So find out who you are. Find out what you want. If you do that, you'll be a happier person also. Because sometimes we look at other people and say, oh, I wish I could be that person. I wish I had that life. And you really don't even want that. You just want what you think you see.
Right.
Find out what you want and go for it.
Wow.
So I would say that. I would also say follow us at imesther.org.
There you go. Say it again.
Follow us at imesther.org.
Listen, her voice changed, her attitude, her neck got a little. Follow us. Yeah, I'm telling you.
And to learn
Yes.
more about passion and purpose and how we can help you help yourself.
Yes. We have a caller? Hi, caller.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Marie.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you for the show, but I also want. Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have a quick question. You said you do makeup.
Yes.
My daughter hates it when I put on makeup in the summertime, but I don't think anything's wrong with it. Do you agree?
Oh, I definitely agree. I wear makeup to the beach. You know, a lot of people have a misconception of makeup. They think that it's going to ruin your skin. It's too much. Blah, 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 blah. I totally disagree. I know for one thing, as we spoke about earlier, I'm 47 years old. I really attribute to my skin condition to wearing makeup most of the time because I'm actually protecting my skin from the sun. And there is a misconception that people of color especially could just sit in the sun and lay out there and it's okay. We still have to protect our skin, and that's going to preserve the condition of our skin. I'm not saying wear a whole full drag face when you go to, outside in the summertime, but a little bit of makeup goes a long way, and if it makes you feel good, that's the whole point.
Wow.
If you love it, teach somebody else how to love it.
I was telling her.
Say that again.
That's what I was telling her. It makes me feel good.
Yes, and doesn't she want mommy to feel good? So, yeah, keep wearing your makeup, girl. Enjoy yourself. Live your life like it's golden, okay?
Thank you so much. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carla,
You're
so
welcome.
much. Thank you so much for calling. Listen, and that was something powerful about how it makes you feel.
Yes, because that's the important part.
Listen, because you got to know that you have to feel this. I know some people say, well, it's not about a feeling. Listen, I understand it, but when you can feel this, like I feel passionate about what I've been called to do.
Yes.
I love it. I love inspiring. And I said to myself, I said, every blessing that God blesses me with, I'm going to bless somebody else with it.
Yes.
That is my continuous mantra about what I'm trying to do, is just to encourage and uplift and take and when you give, you open the door for more stuff to come to you.
Tell it. Say it again. Say it again for the people in the back.
I'm going to say, when you give, you open the door for more stuff to come to you.
Absolutely. That is so true.
So, listen, all we try to do is give. And you know, one thing that I find out that is so powerful, too, is a smile. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, is a smile. I try to smile as often because it's in me.
Yes.
And when I walk into a store, people are like, oh, I'm like, the how you introduce yourself.
And it changes their
yes
attitude. It changes their whole day.
Just a smile.
Yes.
But how you present yourself sometimes is how they receive you.
Yes. Absolutely. You teach people how to treat you.
Come on now. Come on.
That's true.
And so we listen, there's power in how you present yourself, how you walk in the room.
Yes.
Not just about getting in the room, but how you walk into the room makes the difference what happens in the room. So all we're trying to do is encourage you, when you come into the room, already be prepared for what's going to go on in the room as much as you can.
Absolutely.
As much as you can, because you might encounter some stuff that you didn't prepare for, but that's okay. Tell them, I'll get back to you.
Yes.
Don't say, I don't know. Say, I'll get back to you.
Thank you. Yes.
So I'm telling you, listen, it's about progression. Everything takes a journey. Everything has its journey. And all we're saying is, listen, it may not look like much now. And for those who know, listen, if you got a mustard seed, it don't look like a whole lot in your hand. But it grows up to be one of the biggest trees ever.
Wow, yes.
But that's over some time and some nurturing and some growth and some care. And so I love that you just continue to inspire and because when you inspire, doesn't it inspire you?
It does.
Yes.
When I'm talking to someone and I'm giving them motivation and pouring into them, it pours into me.
Yes.
It pours into me.
Yes. So listen, everybody, I'm telling you, we got about 4 minutes. About 4 minutes left. I'm just so again thankful for you. I have enjoyed this time with you.
I enjoyed being here, and I thank you for this opportunity. I am so honored.
Your son Anthony being with us as well. And I'm telling you, I just see this platform just taking him to another level as well. Because I'm telling you, listen, Ruben and Monk and Doc G, all the owners here, everybody working here, they are about inspiration themselves. They are about connecting and growing and expanding and with expectation that something great is happening after this.
Yes.
You got to know that something is coming after. This isn't it.
It's not.
It's not over.
It's
and
not.
I've said that before, and I'll keep declaring it. It's not over. There's something greater that's coming after this. I'm excited to be here, but I know that there's more after this.
Yes.
And there's more for Hamilton Radio after this.
Yes.
And listen, I'm telling you, it's already been declared. It's already been written. And you have to, listen, and if it's not written nowhere, you write it down.
Right.
If you can't find it in no book, you write down your destiny.
Yes.
And declare it every day, every moment. This is what we do here on this show.
Right.
And again, I'm so honored. We got about 2 minutes left. Is that right? About 2 minutes. Any final word that you want to have? I'm just thankful.
I am grateful. I'm thankful, humble, grateful, and I just so appreciate you having me here today. And I just want to say thank you to my family and friends who supported me on this journey. Yeah. So quickly, I'm going to run up their names. Thank you, Lorenzo. I love you so much. That's my husband. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for making all my dreams come true. Thank you to Justin, my oldest son. Thank you to Elijah, my second son. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you to Milan, my baby girl. Thank you to Danita and Andrea and Tara and Tammy and Paul and Wayne and the people at the pageant.
Yes.
All my sister queens. Thank you to everyone who poured into me and gave me the lifeblood to do what I am put on this earth to do. Thank you to God. Thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to know what I'm here to do. Thank you to, again, Reverend Tiffany for creating the Esther Project.
Awesome.
Thank you to everyone who is doing something that's giving somebody else some hope.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 1 minute. Thank you. And I thank you.
And I thank you.
And everybody that misses All-Star United States 2018 Salon Booth Grooms, I thank you so much for I want to thank everybody that she thanked, because thankful for you, she's here today.
Thank you.
And I thank you so much for coming on our show. Listen, everybody, this is Inspiration with Troy Alexander every Monday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Mondays on Hamilton Radio. Listen, you can email me at iaminspiredtroy@gmail.com. That's iaminspiredtroy@gmail.com. Follow our website at calltoinspire.org. Listen, all we're about is just to encourage. Follow me on Facebook. Listen, I'm just here to be an encouragement. And I just want to be that person to say, you know what, you can do this. And then to be able to hear you say, I did that. Take that step. We encourage you. We're proud of you. We're excited about your future. And thank you so much for watching Inspiration with Troy Alexander. Thank you, and we'll see you next Monday. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good.